Hi yogis, welcome to class. I'm Penny, and today I just feel like a short 20-something minute power just to wake up and energize. And I feel like focusing on core and upper body today. So that's what we'll practice in this short power class. I don't have any props today. If you want blocks, go ahead and grab them, but I'm not going to use any today. And we're going to get right to it. Going into a child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, forehead on the earth. We'll bring the knees apart as far as comfortable. Bring the big toes together. And then start to walk your arms out, reaching those fingertips for the top of the mat, letting your hips sink towards the heels, forehead to the earth. Shoulder blades against the back ribs. And just take a couple of breaths here at the beginning of our class, just to root, to become present with your practice and let everything else just fall away for the next little while. And remember to honor your body. If I'm doing something that your body just doesn't want to do today, then skip it and just wait for the next posture or sequence. And now start to take a smoother, deeper breath in through the nose and out through the nose, even slower. Continue that deep breath in the nose. And longer, slower exhales out the nose. And as you practice this deeper breathing, go into your heart and ask yourself why you showed up on your mat today. What is it that brought you to your mat to practice today? And it could be as simple as my reason today is just to energize. Whatever your reason for showing up on your mat, make that your intention. Keep that with you all throughout your practice today. And on your next inhale, press the palms into the earth, lift the forearms off the earth, making this more of an active child's pose, getting ready to start our flow. And then the next inhale you have, come all the way up into a modified lion, sliding those hips forward, lifting the feet off the earth, giving a little point into those feet, stretching the front of the hips, shoulders back and down. Take a few deep breaths here. Let that heart come through the gateway of the shoulders. Maybe take your chin and drop it towards the chest to keep the shoulders down. And let your chin follow the smile of the collarbone, just opening up through the back of the neck and upper back, shoulders. Next time your chin is back to center, inhale, and as you exhale, slide back to your child's pose, all the way back down with the exhale. And as soon as that exhale is done, inhale right back into your modified lion. Nice deep inhales, and then continue that movement between a modified lion and child's pose, using your breath to move through your postures. And keep the breath nice and easy and even, and it will keep your postures, no matter how intense, steady and comfortable. That is one of our yoga sutras. The posture is steady and comfortable. And the posture becomes steady and comfortable when the breath is steady and comfortable. So keep that in mind for your practice today. Nice, even breath. Next time you're in your modified line, hang out here. Let's just get a little hip opener here by inhaling. As you exhale, drop the feet to the right. Gaze over that left shoulder, feeling a stretch in the right side body. Inhale back to center, drop the feet to the left, gaze over that right shoulder, stretching left side body. And you're also getting internal and external rotation of the hips as you move through this little flow here. One more time each side. Back to your modified line, back to your child's pose. Keep it an active child's pose as forearms are off the earth. You're pressing into all four corners of your palm and through the finger pads. Inhale, and then exhale into your first downward dog. Curl the toes under, send the hips to the sky, and start to pedal your feet. Just to open up the back body, back of the legs, the feet, the ankles, shoulders are getting a stretch here. Making sure the head is just hanging there, no tension in the head or neck. And then steady your dog, press the heels towards the earth. Of course, they don't have to reach, my heels never do. Then slide forward into a plank pose. Draw the belly in and hold. Breathing, you're not holding the breath. Again, the breath is steady and comfortable. Lower down to half push-up or chaturanga and hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, coming into your cobra pose, elbows in, sternum away from the navel, gaze at the horizon. Exhale the forehead to the earth, back into your downward dog. Again, you can pedal those feet a few times, spreading the forefingers wide, really gripping through the finger pads, but that thumb is at neutral. Don't spread the thumb too wide. And a steadier dog. Once again, let's do that again. Sliding forward into your plank pose, lower down to half push-up, hold, 3, 2, 1, lower all the way down, taking an upward facing dog this time, if that feels good. Palms and tops of the feet on the earth, and then exhale right back into your downward dog. One more of those. Inhale forward to your plank pose. Exhale into your half push-up. 3, 2, 1, lower down, upward facing dog. Inhale, and then downward facing dog. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath here. Already warming up the body, working the core and the arms, the upper back, shoulders. And let's slide right back forward into that plank pose. And this time you're going to lower all the way down to your belly, all the way down, all the way down. And then cobra push-up. So take those fingertips to the corners of your mat, tops of the feet on the earth, and then inhale, come up into a cobra. Maybe the navel lifts off the mat this time. Exhale down, forehead down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift, bringing the sternum away from the navel, stretching the front body. Exhale down, 2 more. Inhale, even using a little back strength. Exhale down, 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down, forehead on the earth, arms down by your side, coming into a locust pose. Inhale, lift the feet, lift the legs, point the toes, and then lift the upper body. Palms are still facing down on the mat. And then when you're ready, lift those fingers, those arms up, point the fingers towards the toes, the heels, and just hold here, strengthening your back. And if it feels good, take a bind here to stretch open the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down, press up and back into child's pose. And just take a breath or 2 here to relax. And then coming all the way back up into your downward dog. Plant the palms, send the hips to the sky as the heels press towards the earth, and slide forward into a plank pose. Pull the belly in, squeeze the quadriceps, lift the kneecaps, really engage the whole core here. Shoulders are down, shoulders blades are against the back ribs. Inhale, now wave your whole body back into that downward dog. Just like an ocean wave. We're going to flow here a little bit. Inhale forward, come up onto the toes, shift the weight forward, plank pose, and then back into your downward dog and flow on your own for a few more cycles. Inhaling forward to your plank, exhaling back. Use your breath, make the breath steady and comfortable so your flow, although can be intense, is steady and comfortable. Come back forward to your plank pose, Vashisthasana, left palm down, right arm up, stacking the right foot on top of the left. Lift those hips up. If it feels good, you can always step that right leg in front to modify or stack here. Lift the hips up a little higher, put a smile on your face because it's yoga, and you can extend here if you want that right arm to bring the right bicep by the right ear. Lift that right arm up, back to your plank pose, and let's just go right to the other side. Right palm down, Vashisthasana. Left arm up, lift the hips up, engage the obliques. Now you can always step that left foot in front to modify. And you can also extend, bringing that left bicep by the left ear. Nice strong yogis here. One more breath in. Exhale back to your plank pose, taking vinyasa, adding the cobra or the upward facing dog back into your downward dog. Take a nice breath in, nice breath out. Right leg close to the sky. Inhale, cheetah pose, knee to nose, hold that right thigh right up towards the chest. Now lower the right knee to hover right above your yoga mat. You're not touching down. Now pull it back up, three-legged dog. Let's go ahead and do that again. Slide forward to cheetah pose. Right knee in by the chest, lower it down, lift it back up. Three-legged dog. Let's do that one more time. Sliding forward, cheetah pose, lower the knee, lift the knee. Three-legged dog. This time, hold your three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open the hips, sending the right knee towards the sky. Palms on the earth, square the shoulders to the front of the mat. Right leg close to the sky. Inhale, lunge pose, runner's lunge as you exhale, bringing that right foot forward. And your left knee is off the earth here. My fingertips are on either side of that right leg, feeling a stretch through the front of that left hip. From here, take a big inhale. Warrior two, exhale. So lower that left heel to the earth and come all the way up into your warrior two, sinking into that front thigh. Shoulders are back and down. Right angle as much as possible in that front knee. And make sure you can see that right big toe. If not, move that right knee over just a little bit. Hold here. Nice, powerful warrior two. You're breathing, you're drawing the belly in. Gentle warrior, flip the right palm up. Left arm slides down, left thigh, reach up and over. Come all the way back through to warrior two. Side runner's lunge, so bring the palms to heart center and then bend into the left knee, sending the right leg long. So yes, you get the back view this time, and then when I turn around to do the other side, you'll see the front. So both views are necessary. So prayer hands, thumbs to your heart. And now plant those palms on the earth. Press yourself up into a wide-legged forward fold. Toes point forward or slightly pigeon-toed, and then let your upper body just drop in. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet to bring the hips over the heels. Take a few breaths here. You can grab your ankles and pull yourself in. Put a smile on your face because this feels really good. Now half lift here, runner's lunge. As you exhale, turn to the front of your mat. Your right foot is up front. And just stretch into that. Take a twist here, left palm down, right arm up to the sky. You can gaze up, that right finger, or a neutral gaze. Take a big inhale, Vashisthasana as you exhale. Once again, stacking that right leg on top of the left. You can stay here, or you can flip back into your wild thing, stepping your right foot behind, lifting the hips up, reaching that right arm. Left arm is planted. All four corners of left palm down, nice and firm. Take a big inhale, exhale back into your plank pose, and take a vinyasa. Cobra pose or upward facing inhale, downward dog exhale. And then take about 3 deep breaths here. All right, let's do the other side. Left leg close to the sky, inhale. Cheetah pose, knee to nose, exhale, slide forward, shift the weight forward. Draw that left thigh in towards the chest and hold. Next time you exhale, lower to hover. The left knee is just hovering above the mat. Draw it back in using the core. This is a lot of core here, so breathe through it. Down again, up again. So float that left leg. You got a little extra on the left side. Now come back forward to your cheetah pose. Lower that knee down. Bring it back up. Let's do that again. Left leg close to the sky. Back into your cheetah as you exhale. Lower the knee. Lift the knee. Three-legged dog. Open the hips, so bend your left knee. Send the left knee to the sky as you lower your right heel towards the earth and square your shoulders to the front of the mat and you're breathing. Left leg close to the sky. Inhale, runner's lunge as you exhale. Left foot forward, right knee is off the earth. One hand on either side of the left foot. Inhale, warrior two as you exhale, lower the right heel to the earth and then come all the way up into your warrior two. Sink into that front left knee, front thigh. When you get a 90-degree angle in your warrior two, you take the pressure out of the knee. When you're up like this, all that pressure goes into your knee. So really sink in there and get that 90-degree angle there. And breathe, shoulders back and down, belly's drawn in. Gentle warrior, inhale, left palm up, right arm slides down right thigh. And then back to your warrior two, side runner's lunge, bring your hands to heart. And this time you're lengthening the left leg long. Prayer hands, my right knee is bent. I even have that right bicep on the inside of my right thigh here. Just breathe. You can always put the hands down. Just a great stretch for that inner thigh and leg that's long. In this case, it's the left leg. Plant the fingertips on the earth, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Shift the toes to face forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Fingertips on the earth, so stay half lifted. We're going to do a little something different on this side. Bring your hands to the hips and come all the way up. And then find a bind. So interlace your fingers behind. Bring the meaty part of the palms together. That's the bottom part of the palms. Gaze forward and then just start to fall in with that bind. This is a great shoulder stretch. Bringing those knuckles towards the sky, reaching up. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. And you're breathing. Now you're getting a stretch to the shoulders, the chest, the inner thighs, the back of the legs. You're feeling this in a lot of places and your breath is steady. So your posture is steady and comfortable. Now release the bind, let those fingertips just slowly fall to the earth. Half lift, inhale, back to your runner's lunge. As you exhale, so you're turning to the front of the mat, your left leg is forward, your left knee is over your left ankle. From here, let's take a twist, right palm down, left arm up to the sky. You can gaze up here or down. Inhale, Vashisthasana, exhale, so you can step that left foot on top of the right. Lift it up again, you can hold here, or you can do your wild thing, stepping your left foot behind, and lift those hips up and reach with active left fingers, reaching. Inhale. As you exhale, back to your plank pose and take your vinyasa. Cobra pose, outward facing inhale, downward dog exhale. Take a couple breaths here in your downward dog. Now from your downward dog, lower the elbows to the earth, coming into your dolphin pose. My elbows are down, forearms are on the earth, palms face down. I'm going to just start to walk my feet in a little bit. This is an intense pose. If you need to do this on your knees, make it a puppy pose. But if you can, hold in here, pressing the heels towards the earth, bring the shoulder blades against the back ribs, engaging the belly. Then you're breathing. Now lower those knees to the earth, coming into a modified hero's bow. Knees together, hips to the heels, arms down by your side, forehead on the earth. So it's a form of child's pose, yet the knees are more close together than a child's pose. And you have your arms down by your side. So it's also known as a modified child's pose, but it's a great place to rest between more difficult postures. Which means we're going to do dolphin again. So walk your palms underneath your shoulders. Walk your palms forward. Inhale, downward dog as you exhale. Right back up. Okay. from your downward dog, right back into that dolphin, lower the elbows to the earth, walk your feet in. You can do that puppy again. If you'd rather do puppy, you can stay here, but if you wanna join me, raise one leg at a time. Maybe you have an arm balance here. If you can keep yourself safe, do your arm balance, but I'm just gonna lift one leg up. That's enough for me today. And I'm lowering my right leg down. Same thing with the left leg. Lift the left leg up. And then float the left leg back down. And wherever you are, come back into the modified hero's bow. Knees to the earth, hips to the heels, arms down by your side, forehead to the earth. I'm feeling pretty energized. I hope you are too. Maybe a little warm, a little sweaty. It's always good for you. Yeah, so let's just start to end our practice by pressing ourselves up into an all-fours position, walking those knees forward, shifting the feet to the side, bringing our bottoms to the earth so we can lower down on our back. Hugging the knees in, lengthen the spine long with an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lower down onto your back, drawing those knees into the chest, rocking side to side. And I come into a supine pigeon, so crossing the right ankle over the left knee, maybe keeping the left foot on the earth, maybe you thread the needle. Just to get a little hip stretch here. Let's turn that into a twist. Bring your left foot back to the earth, arms out into a T, and cross your right leg over your left. Shift the hips to the right, drop the knees to the left. And your gaze can either stay up at the ceiling or over to the right. And bring that gaze back up to the ceiling. If you had the head turn, bring the knees up, hug both knees into the chest. Let's do pigeon pose on the other side. So plant the right foot, cross the left ankle over the right knee. You can stay here, you can thread the needle. Interlacing your fingers around the right shin or thigh. Just a few breaths, just to stretch the hips. And turning this into a twist, plant the right foot down, bring your arms out into a T, palms face up, cross the left leg over the right, move your hips to the left, drop your knees to the right, gaze can stay up, or you can gaze over to the left this time. Bringing that gaze back up, roll those knees up, uncross the legs, and hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. And you can pause the video here and come into a Shavasana, but since I'm just getting my day started, I'm gonna roll to a seat. I'm gonna roll to my right, press myself up into a seated pose. But feel free to take Shavasana if you need to. If you're going to join me in a seated pose, let's finish out practice here. Sit bones rooted on the earth, palms face down, shoulders up, back and down, eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. And just pay attention to the breath going in and out the nose, just for a few cycles. Nothing else matters but the breath going in and out the nose. And just ask yourself again, that same question at the beginning, why did you show up in your mat today? That was your intention for your practice. Keep that intention in your heart today. Now allow the eyes to open, bring the hands to heart center. So thank you for practicing with me this short power sequence. The light in you shines brightly. Namaste.